Hey everyone, welcome back to the Atypical Declutter game. My name is April and you are at Atypical Life. Today is day 12. This is the $1,000 question. So over the summer I was super stressed. Trying to keep up the housework, trying to keep it under control, the vacations plan, the meals plan, make sure my kid was supervised and everywhere he needed to be and entertained. And it was truly a challenge. So I started really fantasizing when my house was just in the midst of all of this chaos and disaster. I started really fantasizing, and I was fantasizing about hiring help. I needed help so bad. I wanted help so bad. Mind you, it wasn't really in the budget for me, but like I said, this is a fantasy. So I mentioned yesterday about the poverty complex and how that I said, and over COVID, I'd really been having a hard time letting things go. Well, part of my problem, the biggest part of my problem, was that things had started piling up again, and I hadn't been able to release anything for a long time, and I had been bringing a lot of stuff in. So the storage was overflowing, and I wasn't able to keep the house clean in the way that I would like to, and I still couldn't let anything go, even though I kind of knew what the problem was. And the more I thought about it, the more I just started to realize I might need some help. It might be time. Like as much experience as I have with this, as much, knowledge that I have about the subject, I don't know if I can do it again. I'm not able to let anything go. So I had been following someone in my area. She was on Facebook. She does a little bit of decluttering and organizing, but she's mostly just someone who cleans houses. So she's not some sort of professional organizer or anything. And as far as I can tell, there's not really any of those in my area. But I thought, okay, this woman could probably help me for a reasonable price, and maybe this is it. So I started planning. As soon as my son went back to school, I was going to schedule this woman. And although it wasn't in the budget, like I said, I was super desperate. I thought that I could probably get a pretty good amount of help. Let's just say I was guessing around $1,000. And I thought that we could make some really good progress for that amount of money. And I sat with that for a few days. And as I started trying to declutter as I go, like I would normally do, I realized that suddenly I was able to let go. I was able to let go of a lot of things. And I was like, what's going on here? And I started thinking about it. And I was like, I think subconsciously I've been asking myself, is this worth $1,000 to me? Is keeping this half-used product that I don't really like worth $1,000 to me? And the realization that I was really considering paying someone to help me with a lot of money, it just changed my perspective. It changed my perspective on here I am holding on to something because I'm afraid that I couldn't afford to replace it, or that I couldn't find it again, or whatever. You know what I mean? Here I am holding on to it for that. But now I'm considering paying someone a very large sum of money. So I can either get it together and I can do this myself, or I can pay someone. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with paying someone to help you with this process at all. At all. If you need help, get help. But I know how to do this. My mind was just really stuck on wanting to keep everything. And as soon as I changed my perspective, as soon as I put it in this perspective, I was like, hold up, I can buy 20 more of these things for less than $1,000. Let it go. And I went through my house for the next couple weeks like Elsa, and was just like, let it go, let it go. I was letting it go, everything. And still am. This is where I'm at now. This was a recent revelation for me. So today, when you're considering whether you want to keep something, imagine you are getting ready to pay someone to help you, and ask, is it worth $1,000 to have someone come and help you figure out how to keep this item? It's a good question.
When I look at this group of items in the context of, is it worth $1,000? I feel a bit embarrassed, because I know how long that I've been holding on to these particular items for various reasons, and been incredibly unable to declutter them. And just thinking about them in this context, they're basically worthless items. There's a couple things that I can sell. So let's just go through them really quickly. We have the insoles for a pair of running shoes. I held on to them. I don't know why, because I had replaced them with new insoles. The other pair of insoles is something I got an accidental misshipment from Amazon that doesn't fit anybody in my house or in my life, and I just need to donate those. The face masks come from a time in my life when I was doing a lot of DIY beauty. I don't even have time to use the beauty products that I have bought and paid for, so I don't think I even paid that much for those, so why am I holding on to them for so long? The brush mitt is something that I just recently decided I wasn't using, so I'm not super embarrassed about that. But it's an oven mitt, but I was using it to clean my brushes, but then I found a replacement that's easier. No biggie there. The neck hammock was given to me as a duplicate to put in a basket of something that never happened. So I just need to pass that along or sell it, because it's actually a really nice, I have one and I really, really love it. And then like I was going to exchange my Del Sol sunglasses because the coating isn't working. Like, I'm not ever going to do that. Like, I've not done it in 2 years. Like, I'm just not going to do it. An empty beauty blender container, because I don't know, that one was really different. I don't have any empty containers like this. I might find something to use it for. And then all of these random, there's a lot of like shoe items here, like blister and callus, and then like shoe tips for grass, like all of this stuff. I have been holding on to these. My wedding, and that was in 2013, okay? My heart hurts just thinking of that.
All right, guys, that's all I have for today. Let me know your thoughts down below on, is it worth $1,000 to you? Also, let me know if you've ever hired anyone to help you in person. I'm so curious. I would love to know about that process. And yeah, just let us know in the comments. Post your progress pics on A.Typical Declutter, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye!